This conference will now be recorded.
So the major 4 topics. One second. So 4 topics: vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. While doing vendor invoice means vendor will be credited, purchase expenses account data. I'm sorry, just give me 1 second. So whenever you are doing vendor invoices, purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. If you are doing vendor payment, my cash balance or bank balance will be decreased. And vendor account debit. Okay, so while doing invoicing, vendor invoicing, our vendor account will be credited because I need to pay money to the vendor. Whereas if I'm doing payment, my bank balance or cash balance will be decreased. I have shown how to do a cash payment and I have shown how to do a bank payment. Yesterday we discussed. We need to discuss more insights. Okay, high level I have shown yesterday. Like 2 days before, 3 days before, we learned cash payments. Now yesterday we learned bank payment. In the same manner, customer invoice means so from the customer I need to receive money. Sales revenue account credit. Sales revenue account credit. If it is a customer payment, my cash balance or bank balance will be increased and customer account credit. Because always we need to keep in mind, like debit means what comes in, credit means what goes out. This is our golden rules. So here, while doing vendor invoicing, so whenever I am receiving material from the vendor, so here in this I need to pay money. So this one vendor invoices, I have explained 4 types of vendor invoices available. One is invoice journal, I have shown you. Another one is purchase order to vendor invoice. And third one is pending vendor invoice. Fourth one is invoice register and approval journal. So I have explained only one till now, right? I have explained only one. While doing customer payment, we have cash payment, we have bank payment. 2 methods we have learned: cash payment and bank payment. So now earlier we have discussed about this one. Invoice journal means this is without any item. Without any item, we learn this topic. Without any item, we learn this topic. Okay, now let us understand purchase order invoice. Second method, purchase order invoice. First method we have discussed already. from last 4-5 days we are learning this function. Now let us understand this one. These two also we have learned. And for customer invoice also there are two methods. One is free text invoice, another one is sales order invoice. So this is without any item, this is with item, this is also with item. So these two methods you will understand later, not now. So we have learned till now this method and this method. And for customer payments also we have learned two methods. These two methods we have learned. Okay, now let us focus on this one, purchase order invoice and sales order invoice, these two methods. Okay, of course this is whoever is joined today, you can go through my videos. Once you pay fee, institute will provide you the links. You can go through my videos. If you have any doubts, you can come back to me. Fine. So now let us understand this process and this process. Okay, first focus on this one, purchase order invoice. So accounts payable module, collapse all. Till now we are learning invoices, invoice journal. We have learned this one. This topic we have learned. Now let us understand this one, purchase orders, all purchase orders. Whoever is joining for both, they know already in T&L topic, they know about this purchase order process. Okay, I'm clicking new. Select the vendor. So 1006 Raghava Enterprises in finance we have created. So yesterday we did some transactions. Let me show you that accounts payable module, collapse all vendors, all vendors. We did some invoices and payments. Let us recap. So Raghava Enterprises we have created. So for this, if you look at the transactions, we did some invoices and payments. So this is without purchase order. We did invoices, this one and this one and this one. This is vendor invoices, invoice journals we have created. Invoice journals we have created. Today now we are creating a purchase order, site and warehouse. So first time whoever is listening for finance, so we need to select where vendor account and we need to select site and warehouse. We need to select site and warehouse. Click OK. So purchase order is created. Now you need to select the item. Suppose I'm selecting item 1000, item 1000. So it is telling like vendor code is not authorized. Okay, vendor code is not authorized. Okay, give me 1 second. I will show you what is this means. Let me go to product information management, released products. So item 1000, if I go inside, click on edit. So here there is a warning only available. I'm changing into none, that is no check. Then this error message will be gone. It will not be any problem. If I save it, it will not any problem. Otherwise it will keep on the error message. It's not like error message, it is a warning message. A small topic related to T&L. I will discuss that one later. Let me focus on this process. Definitely we'll come back here and we'll try to understand. This is a topic of T&L, but while doing purchase order we are getting error message or warning message. It is not a error message, it is a warning message. We'll discuss this one later. Okay, so I have changed some setup in the item master. Okay, so I have created. Now if you click tab, the quantity amount price also it is coming automatically. Fine. So purchase order process we are learning. Purchase creation, purchase order confirmation, and then product receipt, and then vendor invoice. This is the steps. These are the following steps. What is this process means? Purchase order creation means we are updating the information whatever the quantity we need. And confirmation is mandatory process in the purchase order process. Mandatory because it should be validated by my manager. They will validate this quantity. And then product receipt means plus quantity will be updated. And invoice means the financial postings will be updated. So during this process, the vendor the postings will be updated. This one. Okay, we'll discuss that one. So I have created a purchase order. It is in approved status. We'll discuss the statuses a lot later. Approved. Now go to purchase tab, confirm the purchase order. Confirm the purchase order. It is this confirmation will be done by my manager. I mean to say purchasing manager. Purchase manager will confirm this material. Okay, then after 2 days or after 3 days or after 4 hours or something, after some time vendor has sent this material and I have received this material. Then I can do product receipt. Product receipt means receiving the material. Product receipt means receiving the material from the vendor. Receiving the material from the vendor, that is product receipt. So here, so whenever you are receiving the material, vendor has dispatched the material, then whenever they are sending the material through courier or through truck or whatever it may be, they will issue one document number. That document number you need to enter here. So it is must product receipt number should be entered. This product receipt number is vendor dispatch document number. Vendor dispatch document number is product receipt number for you. So whenever they are sending the material, they will dispatch the material along with one document, that is dispatch document number for the vendor. That is for you, it is receiving document number. So you need to enter that number. Click OK. So if you update product receipt, once product receipt is updated, If you verify vendor transactions, it will not update anything here. There is no updates. There is no updates. Okay, I have clicked a number of times. It was refreshed, but it is not updated anything. Now I will do invoice. I will do invoice. Clicking on invoice button, invoice tab, generate area page, invoice button. So the invoice copy I have received from the vendor. The invoice copy I have received from the vendor. I'm entering that invoice number. This is invoice number from the vendor. Vendor will generate the invoice and he will send the document to you. That number you need to enter. And invoice date you can enter. Invoice date. Now, so I will click on totals. The business people, whoever is generating invoice, they will validate the amounts whether it is tallying or not. If it is everything is fine, they will click on update match status. So update match status you will understand later. It is a part of T&L and finance together. So I will discuss, I will teach this one for both finance and T&L people. Okay, update match status. We'll discuss about that matching principles later. Now everything is fine. Then I'm going to post. Once it is posted, everything is fine. It was updated. Operation is completed perfectly. Now, if you go to invoice, go to invoice, go to the voucher. So here, look at this one. So if you look at this one, invoiced inventory invoice, material invoiced account data to material invoiced account data to vendor account credit. So here, while doing this one, we learned like vendor purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. If it is item based, instead of purchase expenses, this is material invoiced account. If it is material instead of expense account, it is material invoiced account data, that is inventory receipt account, inventory receipt. So material invoiced account data to vendor account credit. In 2012, you will find inventory receipt account data to vendor account credit. This is the naming convention is inventory receipt account. But in 2012, it is inventory receipt account. In D365, they have renamed as this name cost of purchased material invoiced. That is material invoiced account data to vendor account credit. These two. And one more ledger account is posting purchase expenditure for product. Okay, so if it is purchase at invoice, what happens? Material invoiced account data to vendor account credit, as I need to pay money to the vendor. And one more, purchase expenditure for product account is always 0. It will post always 0, but in some scenarios you are going to learn it will post some amount. What is that some amount it is posting? We will discuss this one later. Okay, this is if it is any returns or if it is any foreign currency transaction, then this amount will come into the picture. Purchase expenditure for product. For time being, it is too early for you to understand about this one. Always it will post to purchase expenditure for product 0, but it will post some amounts later. I will explain you those scenarios later. Okay, you can note down in your notebook or in your reference pending point. Purchase expenditure for product 0 is posting at the time of invoice. It is a pending topic. Yes, someone is
So
unmuted.
may I know the goods receipt journal entry for that?
So currently I have not updated that one. Definitely we'll discuss this one. Most probably next class we'll discuss that one.
All right, sir.
That's
Thank
wonderful. But it is because remaining people also should follow. That is the reason I told here, like there is no financial postings, but we'll discuss that one later.
you. All right.
Fine. So at the time of invoice, see, simple, it is invoice journal. If it is invoice journal without any item, we are posting purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. Purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. Whereas if it is a purchase order invoice, so instead of purchase expenses, it is material invoice account data to vendor account credit. Material invoice means nothing. It is inventory value is increasing. Because if you are receiving material means it is your inventory value should be increased. That is, it is inventory receipt. Your inventory value is increasing. Your inventory value is increasing and vendor account credit because I need to pay money to the vendor. Understood? Any confusion this one? This point I have parked now. For time being I have parked. I have not explained. I will discuss this point later. But this is the account. Clear? Anyone has any doubt about this one? Fine. I hope it is clear for all of you. Now let us understand the sales order invoice. Okay. So customer invoices we saw already. Free text invoice we have discussed already without any item. If you don't have any item, it is free text invoice. If it is with item, it is a sales order invoice. Let us understand that sales order invoice. Sales order creation, sales order confirmation, it is optional only, optional, but this will be validated if it is a credit limit. If it is a credit limit, we can do this one, we can use this function. But what is this credit limit and these things we'll discuss later, not now. Next, packing slip, and then invoice to customer. We need to generate the invoice and we need to submit to the customer. This is sales order process. So this is confirmation is not mandatory in the sales order process. It is optional only. It is not mandatory. But of course, if you are verifying valid credit limit, you can use that function like sales order confirmation. It will show you the credit limit verification will be done during this credit sales order confirmation process. Packing slip means minus quantity will be updated because I need to deduct the quantity from the stock. If I'm dispatching material to the customer means my inventory will be decreased, the quantity of the inventory will be decreased. Suppose I have 10 quantity, I have dispatched 2 quantity, then it will become 10 minus 2, 8. Okay, and the financial postings will be updated here. So let us understand this process. So go to accounts receivable module, collapse all. Usually we are learning this one till now. Invoices, free text invoices. We learned this process. Now we are learning orders, sales orders. So if you verify, actually like I have not shown this one, if you verify after invoicing, it will update the amount. So it is updated, vendor invoice journal, it is updated with minus 899. Minus 899 means I need to pay money to the vendor. Even if you verify the vendor balance, if you go to the balances, it will show you the vendor balance 899. Okay, so in continuation to the previous steps. Now let me go to customers. We are now verifying customers, all customers. So you need to practice with the system a lot. Whenever you are practicing, you will face definitely challenges. You will not post the transactions the way how I am doing. Definitely you will get some error messages, some warning messages, and let me know. We'll discuss whatever you are facing error messages. Okay, Govinda Enterprises we have created customer, and we did some free text invoices and some payments from last 2-3 days or from last 4 days we are doing. Okay, free text invoices and payments. One is customer payment, one is one is cash payment, another one is bank payment also will land. Now today we are creating a sales order. So the customer name is 043. So US 043. You can select from the drop down or you can enter directly. That is also both options are available. You can select from the drop down or you can enter directly. Site and warehouse. Click OK. Give me 1 second. Fine. Now I'm selecting. Suppose take the example, because in your system you will find only item 1000. Please practice with the item 1000. Okay, and then so here it was entered, sales order was entered. Confirmation is not mandatory. If you want, you can use it. You can click on save, then the confirmation button will be shown. Okay, this is not mandatory, but best practices, if you want to, you can follow. Otherwise, you can skip, your wish. So based on the client requirement, they can do confirmation. Click OK. Now, if you verify in the customer transactions, there is no updates in the customer transactions. It will not update anything here. It will not update anything here. Now, I have confirmed the sales order. So if you are verifying the credit limit, you can validate that credit limit function during this confirmation. Now pick and pack tab, post packing slip. Post packing slip. Click OK. Click OK. Click OK. So during this packing slip update, here it will be deducted the quantity. Inside the quantity will be deducted. Stock will be deducted. Packing slip and then invoice. Go to invoice. So once it is packing slip is updated, there will not be any financial impacts in the customer. There is no financial impacts in the customer. No impacts on the customer. Now I'm doing invoice. So click OK. Click OK. So once it is invoice is generated, if you verify the customer transactions, if you refresh, that amount will be shown here. This is a customer invoice. 1900 debit was posted. If you verify the balance, it will be shown 1900 amount. The customer balance, it will show 1900. The pending amount. Now, if you verify the sales order invoice voucher, let us understand the voucher. Go to invoice, journals invoice, voucher. There will be 4 transactions. See, look at this one. Customer account data to revenue account credit, customer account data to revenue account credit, and cost of goods account data to inventory issue. This is invoice means inventory issue account credit. Let us understand. Customer account data to revenue account credit. Next, cost of goods account data to material invoiced. Credit. Actually, in 2012, you will find inventory issue. This is inventory issue, simple words. But here, cost of units invoiced. That means inventory value. So here it is updating 1900. So I'm receiving revenue amount, revenue also 1900. But the cost of the material is, it is, if you look at this one, cost value is 899. And my inventory also decreasing 899. So this is sales value. This is cost value. This is inventory account. This is customer account. It is not complex. You need to understand this one. This is a customer account. This is your inventory account. Because from your inventory, 899 rupees or US dollars worth of material is going out. So your inventory value should be decreased. This is inventory value account. It should be decreased. This is sales value. This is cost value. In some ERPs, this will not be posted. This will not be posted. Okay. So only this will be posted. In so many ERPs, small ERPs, they will post only these two. But in Dynamics AX, global ERP, they will post this one. So actually this inventory value will be calculated at the end of the month, and they will post manually. That is in a small kind of ERPs, they will not do this inventory calculations. But in global ERPs, very big or large ERPs, they will follow. This is sales value. This is a cost value. So the difference between these two is a profit. Understood? Any doubt here? This you need to understand little bit. The key different from remaining transactions. Yes, please.
Yes, there's one question. Like you're saying that at the time of packing slip, nothing is getting posted, right?
It is a temporary postings are there. That temporary postings I will discuss later.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Will be there. Yeah. So at the time of packing slip and at the time of product receipt, there will be temporary postings. That is not a temporary postings, it is a permanent postings only. Business people, they will use the word temporary ledger accounts. That ledger accounts will discuss on top of this one. If I start explaining that one, people will get confused first. That is the reason I have not initiated now. Okay, I will discuss this one in future, like in future sessions. Okay, is it clear, everyone? I know remaining transactions are very easy, only two entries. But while coming to sales order invoice, there are 4 lines. This is 2 entries and this is 2 entries. I mean to say 2 voucher transactions, 2 vouchers. Each one has 2 transactions. There are 2 vouchers it was posted. To arrive the profit of the organization. So from this I can get a profit. 1900 minus 899 is 901. Whatever it is there, that amount is I think it is 1001. 1001 amount is a profit to my organization. Clear this process? So let me show one more transaction quickly. So I will discuss this point like whatever I have discussed. This point is a T&L topic. We'll discuss after some time, after 5-10 minutes. Let me create one more sales order. So till now, what we have learned in accounts receivable module, invoices, free text invoice we have learned. Today we are learning orders, sales order invoice. Click on new sales order. Select the customer. Select the customer. Select site and warehouse. Click OK. Site and warehouse is mandatory step. We need to map. So select the item. So automatically price is coming. Sales order is created. Sales order is created. So confirmation is not mandatory. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, we can skip it. If you want to verify the credit limit, we need to do a confirmation so that we can understand what is the credit limit and what is the amount pending. Everything we can capture that through. If you want to verify credit limit, that one we'll discuss later. Go to pick and pack tab. Post packing slip. So this packing slip is also called DC, delivery challan, or delivery order, DO, or delivery note or issue. So I'm clicking OK. Those are the synonyms for packing slip. Click OK. So it is whenever you are doing sales order process, it will show you like you are not taking a printout. Is it fine for you or not? So I'm proceeding because in real-time scenario, always we need to take a printout. Okay, so packing slip is updated. So if it is some setups are there, if you map some setups, then packing slip also will be posted some transactions. So Venkat is asking about this one. I have disabled that setup currently. That is the reason it is not posting any transactions. We'll discuss that one later. So at the time of packing slip, it is not posting any transactions. Actually, there is a temporary transactions will be posted. We'll discuss that one later. Now I'm doing invoice, generate invoice. So click OK. So it is telling like in the sales process, every time it will ask you like you are about to post the document without printing. I mean to say it will suggest like you need to take a printout because I need to submit this document to the customer. That is the reason it is suggesting like select the customer, select the printout. But in real-time scenario, we need to select the print checkbox. So what it means, here in this there is a print checkbox. So you need to generate this invoice and you need to submit to the customer. That is the warning message, like it's a warning message it is showing. Suppose I'm showing you now, it will not pop up that message, but it will take. So it is telling like now screen only. It is not a printer, it is screening only. Okay, no problem. I'm proceeding. Just I'm showing you the printout of the invoice. So whenever you are taking a printout anytime, it will take 1 or 2 minutes time first. Later on it will take only less than 10 seconds. First time, because this report format is in X++ language, sorry, SSRS report, and application is in X++ language. To communicate each other, it will take some time. First time whenever you are generating, it may take more like 1 minute to 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes, but second time it will be in seconds. It will be in seconds only. It will not take this much time.
So I have doubt.
Yeah. Yes,
There
please.
is three options are there before posting an invoice: batch, cancel, and okay. What is that mean by batch?
So if you want to post bulk transactions after working hours, then we can do that one. That is a batch job. That is a batch job. Say, you are dispatching the material. There is a huge transactions always every day. I'm dispatching materials to the customers only. I'm doing packing slip, and invoicing I will do in the offline after working hours. Suppose morning 9 to 6 is my working hours, and at 8 o'clock I can generate all the invoices during night time, so that the performance of the system will be increased, because invoice copy I can send in the night.
Okay. You mean a data load? It will be in the less term.
Yes, exactly. Performance will
Okay,
be increased.
fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Welcome. So now invoice is updated. Once it is invoice is updated, customer balance will be increased. One more transaction will be shown here. Look at this one. One more transaction posted. Now if you verify the invoice, go to invoice and voucher, you can see the voucher. So customer account data to customer balance account data to revenue account credit, and then cost of goods, that is cost value account data to. This is cost of units invoice means inventory value. This is inventory value credit. So these are the 4 lines. This is cost of units invoice means inventory value, and this is sales value minus cost value is a profit to my organization. Okay, fine. Is it clear? Any doubt? So earlier we have learned without item. Today we have learned with item.
Sir,
Yeah, yes, please.
this cost value is coming from the item master.
Which value? This is this 3 transactions. This 3, first one, second one, and third one is coming from the item group and item master. We'll discuss that one later. And this one
This
is
cost
from,
value.
yeah, this cost value is from item group. The settings in the item group will map it. Revenue account and cost value, and sorry, this is inventory value and this is cost value. These 1, 2 and 4 will be mapped in the item group, and this will be mapped in the customer posting profile. We need to clear about this one. Next coming classes you are going to learn where we need to map this ledger accounts. This is also one of the important topic for you. It is most important for you being a finance consultant. We need to understand where we can map these accounts. We'll discuss in the coming sessions in another 2-3 days I'm going to discuss this point.
So can we map this cost value from the item master also, or only from the item group?
So it is possible in the item master, item group, all. There are
Okay.
3 levels. There are 3 levels. Actually, it is called table, group, all. The 3 levels. Table means here it may be item, it may be a customer, it may be a vendor. There are multiple options. Group means vendor group, customer group, item group. Customer group also. All means all. So there are so many things. Yeah, please discuss. Yeah.
So there
Yes.
we defined the ledger account or the cost value also.
Ledger account only ledger account.
I am talking about the cost value. Cost value.
So the cost value is, it is available in the item
It-
master release. It is in the item
yeah,
master.
yeah.
Cost value
This is what I was asking.
yeah, it will be always from the item master. So this valuation, you are talking about valuation, then you are talking about this one, am I right? Cost value.
Yes, yes.
So if it is a cost value, there are so many methods we need to understand. FIFO, LIFO, weighted average, moving average, standard cost. These are the methods available. The valuation of the cost value. There are so many methods we are going to learn. It is, to be frankly, pure T&L topic, but it will impact to the finance. So I will cover for both finance and T&L later on. But this is the stock valuation of the material is part of T&L. It is SCM part. As per the Microsoft, it is SCM, but I will cover this one to finance team as well. You are going to learn this cost valuation. Okay. There are different methods of calculations you are going to learn. Okay, fine. So whenever you are doing item here, whenever you are doing a purchase order, at that time I have faced some issue, like it's not like a major issue, it is warning message. Here there are 3 options. Look at this one. It is a T&L topic, so SCM team will understand in detail, but we are facing, that is, let us understand about this one. One is no check, warning only, not allowed. Small topic. No check, warning only, and another one is not allowed. What is this means? Suppose take the example, I am purchasing projectors. I don't want to purchase these projectors from any vendors or Xerox machines. If I'm purchasing from normal vendor, there is a duplicate items I'm getting. I want to purchase these items from authorized vendors. So in this case, I can make it not allowed. So actually in the vendor list, there are some like 150 vendors or 200 vendors are there, but I would like to purchase this vendor from particularly 3 or 4 specific vendors only. Then I can map this one, not allowed. If I map not allowed here, then from which vendor you want to purchase, that list of vendors we can tag here in the purchase tab setup. I would like to purchase this material from vendor 1001, vendor US 101, vendor 104. If I map like this, if I'm purchasing this material from some other vendors, it will not allow me. Look at this one. This is a T&L topic, but let us understand. So around 15 to 20, 10-15%, both finance team and T&L team will learn together. Okay, so I'm selecting this. I'm creating a new purchase order. S0, suppose 1005 or 1006. I'm creating site and warehouse. I'm selecting. Click OK. Now what I did for item 1000, item 1000, item number 1000, I would like to purchase from these vendors only, and I have mapped not allowed. I have mapped not allowed. Now let me select this item. So if I'm clicking save, it is a round circle. Vendor is not approved and you cannot proceed further. This will stop you to proceed further transactions. It is stopping me. I cannot proceed further. I cannot proceed further because this is strictly need to purchase from specific vendors only. I cannot proceed. This is a round circle with a cross. I cannot proceed with this item. If I'm trying to proceed, it will stop my transactions. This is error message and it is stopping me. I cannot proceed. Okay.
And can you show the path where we map the vendor?
Yeah. So in the release products, purchase tab, setup. Okay. If you select none, that means no check. I can purchase from any vendors, no issues. I can purchase from any vendors. No check means you can purchase from any vendor. You can purchase from any vendors. Warning only means it will keep on give you warning to purchase from authorized vendors. It will warn you, but it will allow you to proceed. So if you are selecting warning only, that means I need to purchase from this setup specific vendors only, this vendors, authorized vendors only, but sometimes I may purchase from other vendors also. That is the reason I have mapped warning only. So now if I'm doing here, if I'm purchasing, suppose if I'm clicking save, it will warn you, but I can proceed. Every time it will warn you, that's it. I can confirm. Once again, the warning message will fire, but I am able to proceed further. I can do product receipt, I can do invoice, but always it will tell you like you are not authorized. This vendor is not authorized, but I did confirmation. And I can do product receipt, I can do invoice, but it is showing you it's a warning. Triangle circle with escalation mark is a warning. You can proceed. A round circle with cross means you cannot proceed further. Understood? This is a small topic related to T&L, SM topic. Okay, fine. This is actually not, it's not required for you. If you are a finance consultant, it is not much important for you, but if you learn, that will be good for you. Now you need to be very much clear about earlier we learned about customer invoice, customer payment, vendor invoice, vendor payment. In this earlier till now we have learned without any item. Without any item. If it is without any item, this is invoice journal, this is pretext invoice. Now today we learned about with item, that is a trading item, with item, purchase order invoice, and then sales order invoice. There are many scenarios you are going to learn. You need to learn many things. Coming sessions you are going to learn so many things. Any doubts, any clarifications required, please let me know. Anyone? Anything to discuss? Anyone? If nothing, we can discuss for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow. Okay, see you. Bye.
Thank you.
Tomorrow do we have class?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, welcome. See you. Bye.